We are channel for the voice of the voice.
And welcome to this special broadcast. Again, as Salon TV Live 1 in collaboration with We Are TV. Today, we can talk about the political impasse now we country Sierra Leone. And the guest will get one of APC strongman, legal advocates, human rights activists. Lawyer MACAULEY will join you anytime soon. But before we move any further, I want to say I'm Mohamed Kamara, popularly known as Supermed, from Salon TV Live 1. And I'm there with me now, so the two chieftains. I get Brother Shenge Pierre and also Brother Baibure. They said they would be from Uyad. And today, on Monday, the 7th of August, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I hand over to Brother Shenge Pierre and Brother Baibure of Uyad. Over to you, brothers.
Fambolona kushe and luna aduo. We are don't come back today for can't talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yard salon. I know we own. Whoa, let we left for do them bad things then. We they feel a most alone. I know we own. Whoa, we are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want to make we go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want to make we go before. Fumble, we say the greet una as usual. Say, una kushe and kabo inside Uyad University. Usai, you get different lecturers them where they come to the college for give some lectures where they benefit you. Well, una know, say Uyad, he always open. That's me. Sometimes you can see different people them. Well, there were I'm not going to say that different people them because them two-faced there, don't they come, especially that other things we call itself Salon TV Live. Well, that man a customer now, just like with grandpa. But issues them were very important. Ki make plenty of them ki yaba for come inside the university, so the lectures not they pass in time. The students them they benefit the lecture at the right time. But we not greedy. As I always say, the plates is shaped. That make boku spoon them day inside the plate. I can take my own spoon and begin take my own quota. As Superman don't take your own, the rest. I think Adi MACAULEY and Shenge Pierre get them. I rest my case now, but not forget the award. What will they wait for? The medal, the silver medal, where we and Una don't they work for decades. YouTube don't decide for Gira. But then say, if we not reach 100,000 K, then they give you this medal. And the time when they give you, now from now to October. If October again reach, we not reach that amount they where they give you. That means say, then they add for we back the number what we forgive them before we get the medal. So for make we not suffer for nothing. As I say, for decade, do ya make we continue for share the program. Call other person at that corner. You never we don't know about the family house. Explain to them what is this family house there for. That will make himself can join we so we get this medal from now to next month. Not forget, it's very important.
So we get a lot of things then we can talk about today. Of course, we all know about what that happened within the APC, within as then the boycott right now the parliament, and they say they not go and take part in all governance issues, including local council, the mayor, chairperson them, and the councillor them, and same way so they talk about the parliament. Well, we don't hear other things then don't they come up, but we get other things then before we allow a lawyer at the MACAULEY for talk on that issue they will get for do the proper one. Another national issue don't come up where we go touch on quick one before we go over to Ram for you actually hear you waiting to say, but for the sake of respect, we'll just give them the opportunity for just say hello to now become already don't see lawyer at the MACAULEY, Kushe and Kabo. Welcome to the program.
Viewers and listeners, una kushe, una kabo.
All right, yeah. Patient with small bit. Let we rub more little bit no more something different from waiting we call you for can talk about. Yeah. Now we want to talk about this issue of alleged coup. Long term and plenty other things and the way we don't hear about. We don't talk about them several times on this platform. Well, today another recent development don't come. When did information first come up? You begin ask yourself a question: is this a legitimate information, a real, or now that kind of system where they could take somebody in newspaper, edit, and then they do pasting there? Well, we don't watch all the information them we don't come up, including the newspaper. We follow Primetime Salon or Prime Salon na Facebook. We see the newspaper, but we still be get out. Then we follow that particular name day na the website, and we find out yes, this na legal newspaper na Liberia, and of course they carry that particular story there. So the information where they go all around say then don't arrest one former chief superintendent of police. Where in from where we sabi where they go school. Tell to the time I know say he left and the OSD officer, you know, where na Yeatay Yeatay, IBRAHIM TURAY, Yeatay Yeatay. So then don't arrest them, he confirm, and they right now with the Liberia police, you know, as then they try for the investigation. But the question is why they arrest them? The information from the paper and from one other, you know, TV within a Liberia, they call it Spoon TV. Now, a request from Maada, on the allegation that this man they join on with other people for plot coup against in government. So a request for make them go arrest him, and at the end of the day, what they call extradites. That is to say, a request again for letting transfer inside Sierra Leone, where we can call Yeatay. So that is confirmed, and that's now a genuine something where they go on. But before we go again, let we just allow you for get a taste of this particular Spoon TV as they may report this particular thing live. Let me just get a taste of and quick people. They come back just now.
Hello, folks. Good afternoon. Welcome. This is Spoon TV Live coming to you from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, commonly known as Central, here in Monrovia on Capitol Hill. My name is Diamond Slanger. I'm here with Haji Masale. So wherever it is you watching us from, you're welcome. So we've been following a story concerning the former Chief Superintendent of the Sierra Leone National Police, that is Mohamed Touré. Yep, I'll give you his full name, but his two names, his first and his surname, Mohamed Touré, has been arrested in Liberia since Friday. That's according to leads that we did get, and we've been placing calls to officials of the Liberia National Police. They've remained tight-lipped on the situation, but however it is, family members of his have also been contacting us and letting us know that they've been denied access to him since Friday. According to his daughter-in-law, we will withhold her name. She said she was denied giving him food on Sunday, and according to what she told us is that former Chief Superintendent, that's Yeatay Yeatay, you know, has been residing in Liberia since March of 2022. He was dismissed by President Julius Maada in 2020, amongst several other top officials who were dismissed from their positions or who had to resign as well. So as I said, the Liberian authorities have remained tight-lipped. They've not given out any sort of information, but we see diplomatic vehicles here on the grounds of Central as well. Sources are hinting that the vehicle there is from the Sierra Leonean mission here to Liberia, but we yet to confirm that as well. So what's happening is his family members are alleging that he's kept in Liberian custody, presuming your report
now for patient the
Maada relating to number of arrests that were done in Sierra Leone last week, when the Sierra Leone police had reported that they had arrested some top level military officers as well as other members, top members there in Sierra Leone, allegedly.
So we go on day from now, and we will continue with the rest of the discussion. And this is just one small kind of thing we choose for you today, for let you understand what exactly they go on with regards, the issue of Yeatay Yeatay, when IBRAHIM and TURAY Yeatay Yeatay, as fondly known by like everybody, including school picking them, they tend away when they go school. As they always take care of the school picking them, put them, they riot them, now be the person this way actually know how to handle them things and but this is the present update with regards to this particular arrest in Liberia. And if you read the online platform, the website of these 10 people here, they will tell you inside they say they understand say a request from the government from Maada because they say they plot against them. That's not according to the newspaper. And if you want, we can as well make sure you get an idea of what exactly we talk about. So right now, for letting not like say we just try for make up something at the end of the day, because we like for confirm like every other thing we see. So let's just go through quickly and get you the information for come up quick one. So this is not information. Yes. If you go now, let me just help on for go. If you go and follow front page africaonline.com, this is a registered newspaper in Liberia. If you go there and then you check out with the platform, you will see and there it is there and yeah. If you go down, you will find out say they get a story like this. So go there now and check online. You will find the story where they at this particular page, when at the front page online. Look at several things then they don't go on with. So for now, yes, that's not the situation we get. So with regards this issue of Yeatay Yeatay. So let me see front page online.com. Okay, front page online.com. So once you go to that particular thing, they okay and ask me for within website design. Okay. So but you were able for find this particular issue there. They actually stay and just know. But anyway, so these are reliable information and it's confirmed that they're under detention right now. So Bible and Superman, what do you now take on this?
Well, for me, just like the question you just asked, say if they arrest Yeatay Yeatay in Liberia, and we understand say na a command by caretaker BO, because as I say, I used for call them caretaker BO, but as this arrest they go on right now, most of we don't know why it arrest people it don't sound coward to me. Make I decide for the caller now caretaker BO from this time Tego. Just like waiting they talk yesterday, the way and manner how caretaker BO they handle the issues of the country right now, for me, is all about for make this man take we back usa we come out, we will be spend 9 years, some month, we will be get plenty people away lost properties them, plenty people away lost poku parts them na them body, and plenty people them we lost their life them. Because if you arrest people where you're not able to give any valid reason where to make you arrest them, mind you, these people get family, especially then trained man they are with this man DBN right now. Police, soldiers, ex-combatant, you name them. You they go ahead and arrest them. Will not be feel saying that this Maada they embark on right now, because we all know waiting we just come up from few days ago, because we call a month when they rig this election, we Kone tell we say na caretaker BO win this election, where everybody in a salon knows say not to win this election, but then do it because of this plan that we don't begin them, where we don't begin for the tell people and say una be aware, especially the APC. And today they're able to succeed this plan as we don't lay the foundation. If caretaker BO don't succeed on this stiff plan way, if we don't lay foundation on, And in same one, we talk about peace, peace, peace. So now, it don't do for make me and you know say na fake peace talk this man be the call for. And all of them tia way they do so, it don't text tilo, it see it get way, now so in the operate. Anything we Kawate Kabi want for do, it text tilo. It see the reaction when they come behind that. After that, it launch waiting it want for do. So we all know the Yeatay Yeatay issue of arrest in Liberia and how it suffer on certain things them. And the man don't even know what they arrest him for, because this bente we just hear him Maada Kawate Kabi grab one money after he don't drink he rich tea. He say he suspects people for overthrow now. You win election legally according to you and Kone. What to make it be panic of yourself? All of this thing where Kawate Kabi they do, they show say in self in conscience they tell them say it don't offend Sierra Leoneans them. Now we forget what APC na ya. In conscience they tell them say it don't offend Sierra Leoneans them. That make even if Iyeri banga right now, Kawate Kabi position where it is, even Iyeri banga. To be honest with you, it is scared. Yesterday we tell you say Kawate Kabi don't even make a old barrack inside lodge. Waiting cause that one day. We know be the hear them here before, but now we they see and hear them. Waiting this man play with where it is smelly and. So this not in the gun right now. Yeatay Yeatay, they don't arrest in Liberia. We instead not know and we self not able to know where to make this man just the arrest people them. And mind you, we remind you yesterday say most of the big rank them na the army don't fight for their life and they don't disappear. So waiting will be the next plan. We don't know. The only prayer what we get is make Kawate Kabi not take we back. Usa we come on. Why? We see the damage where this man he and the people where they all been joined hand together cost now the country. I tell you yesterday say we see a lot of disabled people in the street. Then why in London do where Maada be the work on the street? You see they would have been lost and lost food. Lost he is. If I don't do for make this man advise himself, because you know he listen to nobody. He advise himself and do small right thing for the people. But if this man don't thief election in corner, he don't sit down now this power. We depend the drug force. We the people in depend the drug force. Don't count APC out of this. And it still they go on and arrest people that when I train man them. We no go like for see we self usai we be don't come out. Arrest me case for now. MACAULEY from Supermed.
Okay, then thank you very much, Brother Shengbepe and Brother Bebure.
Supermed.
Yes. Would they come directly now to MACAULEY? Yes.
I want to go much small for this.
Okay, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, MACAULEY, more than welcome.
So basically, it is confirmed news that former Superintendent of Police, Yeatay Yeatay, they arrested in Liberia on the request of the Sierra Leone government for extradition. You know, the issue of extradition, I want we know to a cup of tea. Now, a process where it's legally controlled. Firstly, you get for check whether there is an extradition treaty between Sierra Leone and Liberia. After which, it is a court where you get for determine whether or not they go extradite Yeatay Yeatay, come na Sierra Leone. More so on allegation of the highest crime anybody can commit in we country, when treason. And you will get for present convincing evidence before a court in the Liberian system for make them just take Yeatay Yeatay and send and go Sierra Leone for go face any kind of justice. As yet, we just hear rumors of coup. We don't know how true, whether na fake alarm. We don't know. But we all sit down with the wait and with the listen. But I just want to provide a narrative and context for see how they all to play out. On the 17th of January, there about 2020, and we get this Liberian politician some can call a loudmouth politician, Henry Costa, where Liberia be make a request to the Sierra Leone government for extradition. At the time, Henry Costa was en route on a plane, Ibidilunge. So Sierra Leone loudly rejected that request. In fact, make I just read something where I research on that particular one day, where we own very radio soiree. No say na man we be like Boku talk. This na interview na BBC and I read that when they ask him on why Sierra Leone reject the extradition request made by Liberia for return Henry Costa back to Liberia. This now radio soiree in interview say we just want to ensure that we fulfill his right. He himself can attest to that. He's been well treated. We cannot take dictation from any other government. We are a democracy. We value that. We have struggled for far too long for democracy, and this government is noted for its very strong democratic credentials, so we do not do anything untoward. So as soon as we have gone through the process, we will do what we have to do. So I just want to remind the Sierra Leone government, if I can use them what they are back. As we can see, Liberia na a country where really they don't show we say they are a country of law, where any protest where members of the public or opposition members they want for engaging, unlike Sierra Leone, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice or the Minister of Justice could give permission for that. Liberia too, like Sierra Leone, don't struggle for democracy. We all go through the same thing. You cannot just ask that government, just like the way Rado Soare say, go to Liberia, they control Salon governments. And the same way I believe, say, the Liberian government will turn to Salon and say, look, we are a country of democracy and of human rights. We don't struggle for riches or wish so. We just know they take instructions from another government for extradite people, especially for offenses where it will lead to life imprisonment. But buying that, when you go to the Liberian court, the evidence where Salon get for sure say this particular individual engaged in a coup, then get for sure to the satisfaction of the tribunal say yes, with this we are confident and sure that he has committed an offense in Sierra Leone where we go send him back. But we go on for know again the status of Yeatay Yeatay inside Liberia. We all go recognize it from the time where the sack from the police force we love so much where he don't know as the only place of work for him from where young to the point where they sack him. He don't dey inside Liberia. Yeah. So we want to know if he is here as a refugee, it is impossible for Senango Salon back. And if he claims refugee status in detention, it's also going to be impossible because we know what has been in play in Sierra Leone. Most of the actions of government are politically driven. Make we not forget that one day we don't see a government, we don't hold and arrest lawyers there, lock them up for merely, exercising the right of free speech and give legal opinion of which they understand the law for be. So if they can concoct allegations of incitement on the basis of a legal opinion, it is not impossible for anybody concoct allegations of treason out of nothing. Because may not see anything yet until the government of President Bio able for convince we say there was an attempted coup. Some of us will roundly reject that we don't believe them. If we will believe when I say there was a coup, there was an attempted coup, when I come na do and show we the evidence.
Okay,
So it is not going to be
interestingly
an overnight. It is not going to be an overnight thing. It is going to be almost impossible. That I would say for extradite Yeatay to go back salon. It is an impossibility.
Okay.
I am very confident.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for it too, for that research and legal opinion there on that particular thing there, because we are just talking from the basic point of view as if we understand, and indeed that just that basic thing we try to put together for see what will happen. But thank God you don't come and you don't quote to we now. If you get refugee status, of course we don't see several issues and incidents of that nature. For example, the issue of Adebayo in Netherlands.
Yeah.
For several times the government not they make attempts, and then try, but Maada will come out and tell you say it is impossible. So now the same thing, if not the same thing with because the law not only for Liberia, they cover now international law for refugee everywhere if you don't go seek that kind of status there. So thank you very much. I appreciate that you come up with that day for we understand. But now we standing, we don't know waiting at the status of Yeatay in Liberia. So we wait for a year, waiting the Liberia authority then go say, and waiting we authority then go say. But until then, even we authority themselves not be transparent. As all this the video just this yesterday, we understand say armed security them go again na one again the way they call Bankasoka na Potuloko, and them like armed security then at the street of Potuloko the parade in the name of they try for they get information say people in the try for plan some kind of unrest or for the try for plot coup. So even after the talk, so armed security deployed now Bankasoka say then the guard the radio station let them be one of the safest place. That's according to the radio manager for Bankasoka na Potuloko. Inside a short piece with Ipul. Well, we still wait because as we discussed yesterday, my 38 Masheka armed security men there as well did they now as we talk so deploy. Serious armed men more than how it used to be. Waiting at the thing to this, as my brother we already don't talk about. A lot of things then go. Yes.
Basically, it is quite distasteful for armed men, not just today or yesterday, but very close to election, parading with guns up and down the streets of Freetown, the streets of cities in the country, villages, as if we're at war. I believe, say, this government not they help itself. Because once you get that kind of posture of the military and security personnel, then now the country.
All right, maybe you don't get a call, we don't stop them, but we still at the program with them, and we watch we had in the Salon TV Live. One was we get Supermed by Boye and then Adi MACAULEY. Supermed, you just listen to Adi MACAULEY. Interesting for the. No, I don't come back.
Yes,
MACAULEY, you too. Adi?
Hello. No, I think say.
All right, yes. So
Go
ahead, Superman.
Yes, Superman. You don't throw some light for we, and that's an interesting point we don't get so. What do you take on this issue?
Now, it is a very, very interesting point to make, but also, MACAULEY also mentioned the posture of having military all about at the place.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm
good.
back.
Welcome. Yes.
Okay, so
the posture they talk about. Military all about at the place, and then they show a conducive climate for even potential investors. Then exactly. So over
that's not the point where I want to make. When you get military men in full combat, warlike posture, they go up and down the country with guns. They paint a picture of insecurity in your country. And when you get investors, and they talk about a direct foreign investment, people are really come out from overseas with big money for can invest. Before ever they embark on that journey, they engage consultants where they call risk analysts them for give them advice on whether or not this particular country called Sierra Leone is a conducive place for go invest. One of the things the way you look for first is one, is there security in the country? When you begin look from August 10 to the attack on Dr. Samuel and Mile 38, to the attack of Dr. Samuel and party office, to the attack of ordinary protesters in a party office, you listen, you look at the police brutality in McKinney, in Tombo, in Lonsar, in Tonkolimba, in Mile 91, and all of these things. It puts a question mark vis-a-vis the security of the country. Is this a place that you want to invest money in? It reduces the chances of that particular investor coming into Sierra Leone. And secondly, we get what we call property rights assessment. Property rights assessment basically means say, we are being coming boku money na Sierra Leone and can invest. Probably I go acquire licenses from government for do mining, for do several other things. And if there is a dispute, do I have the protection of the law? Again, which is where we justice system come in. If we justice system, people they don't look at as this system way has been captured by the state, by politicians ruling the country, then it becomes very difficult for the investors there for bringing money. I say, well, just in case I get plabber with government, this particular institution, what they call judicial, where Abu Passe will cut this case based on the law. If the state politicians they don't capture that, what are the chances that I will get justice? No, I don't feel say I will get justice here. So meaning they can't go me money there. When you watch since 2018 to date, how many contract the way they don't just take na people and without recourse to legality. Take for example, City and Contract, AfriLink, you begin SL mining now when my apartment mines the way they did for almost 2 years without operating. All of them here they affect the country potential for develop. So at the advice we brought at the within office that they get for tone down the rhetoric regarding painting a picture of instability. Sierra Leone as it is, we are not as unstable as the current portrayal of the country. Probably there are things happening. The stealing of the elections is also another issue where they lead all to all the intention here, because if basically you believe, say, you genuinely win elections, that the people are in support of you, you go be very much you could be very much calm and not just interpret any big talk of the citizen for mean talk we will lead to attempted coup. It's in a coup. That's what Paulo Conte. We did tell them, say, well, just because somebody and hand over gone to security, me say don't say we want them, we want them. We go to court. You see, I end. So again, I did talk to President Dr. Julius Maada Bio and members of the security forces for just calm down a little bit. They get to be absolutely sure, they get to be convinced so that they are absolutely sure, say, there have been an attempted coup before you come out and say, oh, there has been an attempted coup. If there isn't an attempted coup and you don't get the evidence for support that the kind of damage they do to the reputation of the country, it definitely will affect not only the potential investment where they can at the country, even also the ambience. Because, I mean, when you look of pending instability because of the allegation, oh, they don't go arrest this person here today. Every day we sleep and wake in the morning with the expectation with the say they don't go arrest that citizen. They don't go arrest that one day. I think it's time to put a stop to this. We are tired of this.
So that's the worry. That's the worry, especially opposition people and like una front runner like una.
I am not worried about anything. I am a law-abiding citizen, and I make sure say everything we I do is based on the law, it's backed by the law. I go on television and talk, say, people that get right for protest and give me opinion on the law. Police hold me for 2 days, lock me up, tie inside. The very sick, body way this government put together for investigate August 10 come out and say they're not waiting Adi MACAULEY say late to August 10, inside. So waiting the Inspector General of Police get for talk about this. Waiting the Attorney General, when are they all be involved in me locking up? What did they get for say about this? Because my rights, my dignity for 2 days has been violated. So dear with the big one, we don't say now control power now. But in that control of power, you get for take them, because no matter what happen, you'll be in your position someday. You want to be treated in the manner in which.
MACAULEY, in terms of that power, let's just revert back to the topic today, when at this political impasse. Famule go want know, maybe some plenty people don't forget why make APC party they boycott government, and what's be the plan them, or what's be the demand they want them put forward when they say that that's going to make them go back into governance or go into any political happenings. Waiting at the latest, while let's summarize for you from there to waiting at the latest development so far.
Well, first of all, the APC believe that the elections result the way Kone announced. Now elections the way not correct. Now results were not correct. So we take and say this election we pass on a stolen election. So whatever mandate we come out of them, we go refer to as a stolen mandate. So basically,
but before you
Kone
we don't listen to Kone, when he hand over, the certificate of election to Maada, and the report of ECSL, he say then will stand tall with the head up, and this now one of the most credible and transparent election which Salomo ever gets. So how this they come now from the opposition say not transparent and other people then?
Well, we own position that the elections now transparent and credible now from a position of fact, not a position from a political ideology we Kone share. I mean, let me take and say, let us assume for a minute that Kone na this selfish man we not care about Salon, and not care about the credibility of ECSL. But let's take and say Kone lack himself. He lack a family. So for that selfish reason there, we believe say Kone not for do, waiting go destroy the good name way they say they get. Waiting they destroy the good name way they say in family get. So as it is now, the name Mohamed Kone, head of ECSL, not get any credibility, because almost each and every Sierra Leonean, even the international community, where then they quote so much in the past 5 years, where they glad so even the international community don't give we pass mark on this. The same people that want to be the praise. Now they don't come on and do say their own election results are on it. They have statistical inaccuracies. The election results are on it. No get credibility. Now suspect. I mean, that is from a position of fact. Then you ask Kone, what you base you comment on, say these are the most peaceful and credible election we ever get. I think Kone know the member, but the APC offices the way they born Nabo, the houses of APC supporters where they born Nabo. Probably for them, that one they know to violence. Inside Kailaon, Bombs, Pujong, Kenima, to a very large extent, was sealed off. The Southeast was sealed off by elements of the Sierra Leone People's Party. We not allow APC agents then. For goodie, this not to the issue. We see a whole video where you see some thugs parading in SLPP political party colors. They send message to Radio Soiree, say, yeah, we don't draw Satigi line. any APC post we can we know the alarm for Kaya. Not forget, we get the first lady. They on video, they talk say, you don't know why APC not supposed to forget offices. Now SLPP stronghold. Guess what? Within a few days, they go burn APC office na Nabo. Who that you feel say directly responsible for that one day? I am a prosecutor. Sometimes they will talk about conspiracy. You don't need direct evidence. Even inferences can able to draw to the conclusion, say, this thing where this person talk, now it results to that particular thing they will happen. So people within position of authority, therefore be very careful the things the way they do, the things the way they talk. Because
so you very much correct
guess what?
because we find out say the election at some point campaign begin go on, as normal, not until when the first lady go na Kailan and make that kind of statements they will begin see
Exactly.
they begin draw line and begin intimidate other people and beat people them, do other things. Then they tell you about the acid way, then the election and the APC saying that this, all of them things then they come up. But again, I'll tell you go to one of the institutions where responsible for for regulate political parties. They when the political party regulatory authority PPRC, yeah. But we find out at the end of the day, they have come out and say everything was okay. PPRC like we get still leaked throughout the campaign. They're not saying anything. After they may find una party from Samuel Kamara because of music, and then they won SLPP because of the three-way up on a Calbaton that the end nothing more than that did not come out of them again. So how una been manage with the PPRC ways to put for bite and regulate, but yet still we not hear anything, and all of them things that they go at the end of the day they say everything peaceful.
We strength encourage they come out from the overwhelming support we receive from the people of Sierra Leone. The endorsement where Samuel received throughout in campaigns and in the ballot box from the people of Sierra Leone. That endorsement and mandate that has been stolen from him by ECSL, nothing way therefore be accounted for. One way or the other, someone has to account for it. And again, we say Mohamed Kone don't refuse for do what the law require for do. What is the law require for do? The law requires say for making announce the result. In go and give what we call a global result, saying that the result that one day. I sure say when all go school in Sierra Leone. First time the degree report card 3 term, not so. Second time the degree report card 3 term. Third time, the degree report card 2 term, we on term, and the last one are you promotional report card with the degree. How did they come? How did they come? How did they come to your position, your overall position? Now the average of your performance now first time, second time, third time. Now they give you say overall now 50% you get, you can 7th position. But if teacher just go tell you, say, you get 50%, you can 7th position overall, like you average that one day, but it not be done, they give you
breakdown.
You report card, you break down. How you go know which subject that you need for improving? Tell me. You're not gonna know. So are they liking them to this? And it is ludicrous for Mohamed Kone for tell we say, no law, not the way, say, if I publish gradual polling station by polling station result.
Now that's exactly
not just
so because that have been in
yes, not only is that statement a fallacy, but I also want to go further and say no law, no the way stop them, not for publishing. You understand?
So,
and now let's just go to the law proper.
Law they will actually tell them for do waiting when they ask for.
Of course, Lord, they will tell them for do what they ask for. When they say result, you know they just go isolate the results to you. I don't make the analogy to picking where they go school. They say, teacher, give me the result. I just go write in a paper. Say you can 5th, now 26% you get. Yeah, no. I want to know the result, not to just the aggregate, not to just the final one. Now the whole granular first time, second time, third time performance, and he make the result. Likewise, the result. Likewise, the election result. Now, the performance from the polling station, district, regional, now in graduates to national. We now in read. Make I just read for now. That's in section of the law where me they use in my argument for say ECSL gets the obligation for produce to we the granular result, polling station by polling station, district level, regional level, and national level. I just see that. When you go to section 92, subsection 1 of the Public Elections Act of 2022, it said the district return shall, upon receipt of the statement of result of the poll from all the polling stations located in the district, compile a summary of all the statements of the result from the polling stations concerned and certify as many copies as may be required of each summary to the regional returning officer, showing the number of votes cast for each constituency, or as the case may be, each candidate in any other election held on the same day. Certified copies of the summary compiled under subsection 1 shall be supplied to observers or counting agents present at the office of the district returning officer. So what in this says that the district returning officer get an obligation for compile the election result, polling station by polling station, and put on a summary and certify for sending at the district and at the regional returning officer in office. Then he also get an obligation for give observer them and counting agents them a certified copy of that summary of polling station by polling station results. Is it not in law say each party agent forget a summary of the results with the district returning officer compile of each polling station? Did they do that? No. So I don't know if Cornell can seek legal advice when he go na public and make the assumption here. Then it also goes further.
Quick one on this particular topic.
Let's just finish. It goes further. The obligation for give polling station by polling station result not only stop at the district registry. It go further under section 92, subsection 3 say the regional officer shall, upon receipt of copies of summary of results compiled under subsection 1 by each of the district officer in the electoral area, compile a summary of all the results received from the district returning officer and shall certify copies of these summaries to the national returning officer and an observer or counting agent present. So again, the obligation for giving polling station by polling station, blow by blow, results not only rest with the district officer. Subsection 3 even graduator for go to the regional returning officer. Then you can now to connect with that section 51 of the Public Elections Act we deal with that. It say as soon as possible after receipt of the counting of votes under subsection 1, the returning officer, that is the national returning officer, shall tally and compute the certified certificates to him by the various presiding officers and shall after declare the result of the election. So not only can I get the obligation for giving the total vote count, but you also get an obligation for giving the certified result we receive from the district, from the regional returning officer, with the regional officer in turn receive from the district returning officer, with the district returning officer himself receive from polling center managers. So this fallacy say there is no law where they will require me for poll result, gradual result, polling station by polling station. it's completely false and misleading. And it's very unfortunate for making it come out from somebody from like Connell. I mean, what we want is transparency. If Connell want for make people and trust him and believe, say, this election was free, fair, and credible, what's in the easy way make anyone for sure the granular results? Somebody go die?
Okay, on that note, MACAULEY, on that note, the APCB don't take a step, say, then they boycott this current government and then they join back government business. Now, we don't see the members of parliament and they go to parliament. What's in the ramification? Does that policy still remain? And what's in the end goal for that policy there and other approach there? And what's in the law say in terms of parliamentarians and not going to parliament or going to parliament? Are they got any expiry dates and not getting any expiry dates? What's in the government? If the government get other alternative for do, what not the option for legally?
Firstly, the reason why I believe say the APC refuse for take part in governance because he believes say this present administration they ride on a stolen mandate, and anything when a stolen mandate, now something we I not believe say you will they contest the result for be engaged with because you will somehow give credibility to that one day. When it comes to the members of parliament taking part in parliamentary sittings, we get a look at the constitution. You go only take part in parliamentary sittings if you don't take the oath. I think it's section 108 of the Constitution. '82 of the Constitution, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch, Salon TV Live 1 and we are there.
So basically, you need for don't take your oath, your parliamentary oath, for let you get right for sit down and take part in parliamentary deliberations. The only time way the Constitution allow you for take part in parliamentary deliberations without you taking the oath of office as a member of parliament, now it comes to the election of the Speaker of Parliament. And the only reason why they do that one day is that the only person we go preside over parliamentary sittings now Speaker of Parliament. So when I go for choose and force before he can sit. But apart from that, you not get the right for sit down at Parliament. So the legal question is, can someone that does not have the right to sit in Parliament be absent from Parliament? How they will say you absent when you not get the authority for sit down inside it because you not take your oath yet. But again, we get section 70. We get section 77(1) of the Constitution, where say a member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament if he is absent from the sittings of Parliament for such period and in such circumstances as may be prescribed in the rules of Parliament. Then you get Standing Order 77(2) sub A, where say any member who without good cause during any session is absent from the sittings of Parliament on a number of days amounting to an aggregate period of 30 days shall vacate his seat. An aggregate period of 30 days, not a 1 month though. If Parliament they sit down once every month, so it means say every month that they count as 1 day. So now the number of days the way Parliament convene, where the Speaker call Parliament to order and then sit. And that 1 day they refer to aggregate. If you read the wording of the Standing Order 77.
Lawyer Adi MACAULEY, as you give you the provision now, the legal, the institutional, in the constitutional, chapter or section then. Now look at what will happen practically. As we sit down now, the talk so tomorrow Tuesday, we understand that some member of parliament them already they about for going to parliament, and we get confidential audio we will listen to where some of them don't even go sign for go take their oath of office tomorrow.
Well, as I can say, me no give credence to speculations. I dey wait for see until it happen. And again, I understand say there are disciplinary measures being initiated against Mohamed Bangura. When you look at I think now Article 66 or so of the APC Constitution, where say they initiate disciplinary action against you if you go against the policy decision of the party. It was a policy decision of the party not to cooperate with the governance structure because we believe there has been a stolen mandate. So anybody we attempt to do that, I believe say the same fate will follow them. And I don't wish for make anybody follow that one day because your intention is for good represent you people in a parliament. So, and again, just on the flip side,
if you not get that particular section,
just on the flip side,
on our constitution, and then the national constitution says 7K, for example, una get right for inform the speaker and say this person not a member of UF, una don't take action. But let's look at this practical thing where they happen from the last parliament out of 2020. Honorable Emerson Lamina in the last parliament, but the member of C4C. In party take action against them and inform the speaker, but they not take no action. Now we don't see the way how Mohamed Bangura, they rub skin with Maada, the speaker, and all the other things then. With the kind of position where they don't put some Maada and Mohamed Bangura in portfolio as leader of the opposition, as APC member of parliament, representing them at the ECOWAS parliament. You think, say, whether una inform or una take action against Mohamed Bangura, una inform the speaker, then go able for pull on a parliament, take into consideration the history of the last parliament.
Okay, make I give una first. And this now the easy way make the Sierra Leonean believe say the this particular administration don't embark on the path for create a one-party state. What make I say so? When you look at the standing orders of parliament and the rules, now the opposition, now the caucus of the opposition members in our parliament, now they get the right for choose that will be the leader of parliament. So if the opposition party don't send a communication to you, the speaker of parliament, saying that this particular member of parliament we don't elect as we leader of parliament, how on earth you will go and cloth an individual say he's the leader of parliament? Who is he leading in parliament? Is he leading himself? I mean, I don't know, but it's only madmen that can think that way. Say, who say don't see country when one person ended it? That he proclaim himself leader of that country there. It just doesn't make sense. But it only goes to the thinking of this particular government wanting to lead us to a path of one-party state, which the people of this country will legally resist. Also, for sending representation at ECOWAS.
Legally resist. Una get intention of going to court on any instance, because I still go back to the last parliament. The same Emerson Lamina what they talk about. So we now na deputy leader of government business na parliament. In particular, go back na court. The court hold on to the case, stay at the end and just dismiss them.
Well, I believe this is the point where it's not a secret. Majority of the Sierra Leoneans do not get faith in the justice system, which is very sad, because the justice system are the bastion of democracy, where now the last man standing in any system for protect the rule of law and democracy.
And a very sad
so if
come from
the
lawyer where belongs to the society, but himself not to get trust in the society?
Well, I have been involved in quite a lot of public interest matters, whether be it APC cases, whether be it treason on Palu, whether be it the removal of the former 10 MPs. I have not been satisfied with the manner in which the court don't handle the matter. Don't go too far. 4 weeks to election, my colleague Alfred, my colleague Afrikino Surisise of Tana Legal Advisory file a lawsuit in a court. One, for stop corner, for force corner, for publish the electoral register. Secondly, for force corner, for announce the granular result polling station by polling station. And thirdly, for stop corner, not for use an app for electronically transfer the election result. Who stand the judiciary? Call that matter, then call Wisela will go argue that case in a court. 1 week after President Biode inaugurate him as the president. Is that not a joke? How you go want the people to get confidence in that kind thing the way you basically don't turn the judiciary to a place where not only after injustice they take place, they come in for listen to the action we then take for stop the injustice. If the court be listened to we before elections, probably will not for the USA would do so today. Because if the court be don't give an order to corner say, no, the law say, if we publish the election result gradually, polling station by polling station, we not go deep at this impasse. Again, make the judiciary get on at the back of the mind, say, a lot of Sierra Leoneans, they hold them responsible for the current impasse. And when we talk, we have to talk with a sense of history. A sense of history in the sense that we look at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. It say the people that were largely responsible or the things that were responsible for the very wicked 11-year civil conflict where thousands of we fellow citizens then die, lost property or become maimed. He said that the justice will be they take place and the judiciary. He say that the settlement way, but these the way people they look up to, like the Bar Association settlement. At the moment, now Mumu Bar Association we get. The president of the Bar Association, they work in government. Now the office of the president at the Petroleum Directorate, he's the legal director there. How do you expect that person for come out and criticize or say something true to power? Not just that, you get at least quite a few of the members of the Bar Association executive, they in the employment of government. Again, you can't to the security forces. The security forces from their behavior, for me, don't become regime protection forces rather than state security forces. They are no longer here to secure the state. They are here to secure a regime, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so as you reach to that security issue, I'll just ask you this question because of the latest development is with regards to the order. First of all, if I take you go back to the time where that Metron lost in life now in a party office, we hear the IGP, fire cell will say nothing like that no ever happen on that side. I just make up story on a be and day. And let me go now to the issue, and we see say now so German the military officers them. Presidential bodyguards them where we identify now because we know some of them where we see they put direct live rounds now the party office with video to effect where they all side, so we're not just the talk because we want for talk. And now let me go fast forward. When they announce the results, we see Usai military officers them dance with gentle na presidential lodge. We see some military officers them ace them gone them up the dance because of the results. But we know here no statement from the chief of staff. We know here no statement from the entire Ministry of Defense. But now that we talk about alleged coup plot, we hear the CDS come out and say military man supposed to be professional and therefore avoid politics. What do you make up of this? now that this man they talk at this particular point?
It just to expose the kind of morass where they take place now we country now. I want to take una back in time. In fact, me like for give examples for back me assertions and by evidence. You know, when President Bio take power first, we get a particular set of presidential guards there, including Iron Brush or Hungry Lion, where they dance na state lodge. They brandish weapons, say anybody we say they don't want President Bio, they go wait we before. Yes. So we see the military put out a press release, say it is unacceptable that they investigate. From where they investigate, say they will know anything from them. The way we Salon done day now, the issue of right and wrong, it not depend on an objective standard. It depends on which side of the political divide you take. If you're not SLPP and you're not civil servant, it's perfectly okay. Like how we see some workers, staff from the Ministry of Finance, where SLPP party close, go dance na treat. We see the financial sector, Jusu. They na SLPP party office, they raise funds. Na Kailan. Assuming say na the APC party office or na the APC party color, then particular Ministry of Finance staff then they jump na treat. They not only the cycle, they lock them up.
But I don't know if you see the policeman as well, we be where SFP close.
Of course, we see all the one a day, you know, we get what we call the normalization of bad behavior. And the normalization of bad behavior now a syndrome where we don't get sucked in the past 5 years, where people they do bad. I mean, can you imagine? We don't used to presidential debates. All of a sudden, 2018, some man dog, they don't want to be held accountable for the stewardship of the country in the past 5 years. But 2023 rather, but 2018, now they beat him up before. For tell we how rest don't reach 200,000 euros per bag. But this 10 we rest don't reach 700,000 euros per bag. They play a fast one. We know you think the civil society organizations will be the they make all kind noise. The previous regime. This particular regime, in fact, they were enablers of this particular regime for do all the bad things they will feel say the Bio government do. Now, civil society organizations, some of them, now they enable that one day because they fail in their duty for talk, like how they don't use for talk in the past. In fact, the issue of census, the issue of proportional representation, now some certain civil society organizations, now they push on. And we even see the projection of this 56% coming from certain individuals
IGR.
where we know say previously. Well, probably it's one of them.
No, me no.
So again,
IGR.
So again, as I say, the normalization of bad behavior. Now something where we don't get sucked into the point now that we don't know between good or bad, right or wrong. Everything na color with the look. If you are APC, anything you do good or bad, a bad. If you are XLPP, anything you do good or bad, a good. And it is in a very sorry state we don't find ourselves in. And if we as the people not rescue ourselves from this particular thinking, I am afraid it will be too late.
As the way on the way forward. But one for remind people and say we get a lot of people able to watch right now.
Well, family members, them na YouTube, we get 1,909 family members that really watch the program. Oh, a very good number, but guess what? We only get 4. I don't want to shout and say because Facebook are ashamed to Facebook. We get only 4 98. We don't like the program. What's happened? Enjoy the program, or you forget? We know the need for the remind you every day, but yes, still, una our family members. You know, at the MACAULEY in lectures, as I tell you at the university, full of lecturers. Them, I think at the lectures now take una. So please, una hit the like button for we. And as well, not forget we tell you about the award, wonderful award where we and una don't talk about. As we talk right now, we get 84,870 family members. Them, of course. From them 2 days here, they see say a new family members them they enter, but it's still not good because we want to reach 100,000 K for make we able get this silver medal. Where most of them get forget now na part of them because we suffer for something. You need for bluff say this particular thing today we don't get so I contribute to them. So that get for make that particular medal. If una make we get some, we get for print and boku and know how we they able make it reach most of una. So please for make we get that kind enjoyment and that benefits them. You will on the inside a family member. Continue for share the program and call other person where you know say no they inside the family house. Make you tell them waiting this family house day for so we able reach that number day from now to October and jubilate with the medal of the biggest award way. Now we no more go first be the people on YouTube inside Mama Salon where you get this medal. So we are make we enjoy this facility, please.
Okay, so a lot of people they right now we come from Facebook. We don't come over. So if you now they part of that number that we come from Facebook, as we make boast of 75,000 right now on Facebook, please no hesitate subscribe. A lot of people don't they come now and the subscribers with the talk so right now. The number we did 2 G's now don't go to 5. So thank you very much. So please just if you come for the very first time, no hesitate again, like the and subscribe to the channel because one for each 100,000 by October. And once that happens, we will get a very big party for December.
Big time.
So let we come and enjoy ourselves and say we don't work and at least we don't be the force, platform.
And we're going for joining that party day. That party will be
exactly.
Now global wide party. The celebration will be live and direct na the platform.
Oh yes. Thank you. Welcome to the latest family member. Of course, we will see our best if we get time. So now make we get about October, December. Of course, we all go do the end of year party as we go use that one day for celebrate with anniversary as well.
Big time.
So please, do not hesitate for do that. We get a prospect because from what we don't see already, we already done near, and we will be the first platform for get 100,000 on YouTube for get that particular medal. The Nigerians they don't get some bam. Ghanaian they wutete, other side they don't get
you know, say them boku pass we. They don't get a
wutete. Even some small platform they only can this better, they don't get them, but we don't get it. For the first time inside Israel, we say we get them, and it will be from we are. So now a very good thing for you to be part of that day. Whether you like the content or not, since you come every day for car watch, just add to the subscription. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We actually don't lost lawyer at the MACAULEY in line the connect where you come out just now. So, and again, I want for join Babu for say, please not forget for like the program. Please not forget for like the program so that we all be able for, see our best to be able for develop. So, Superman, they get the juice from Adi MACAULEY, on the issues them so far. I think, like Bible is saying, we didn't have the college, University of Riyadh and Salon TV Live 1, we get a live lecture.
Lectures.
So, what do you think? What do you take on some of the issues there? Because for me, like, myself they learn in as much as we say they put up the thing or the
it's very important that we discuss them here. And again, I always say to Sierra Leoneans, whosoever will find we safe, we not go never move on forward if we're not honest to one another. If we not they reflect, ponder, and follow the path of honesty and justice. The idea that in this day and age we see what we see so na Sierra Leone. A very, very counterproductive for Sierra Leone, not only now, but for tomorrow. Because as country they set good precedents them for move them forward, would they form bad precedents where they move it backward. Because waiting gonna make me and you tomorrow over your opportunity for get power. Waiting gonna make we not do the same thing. We will say, but this one we don't do it yesterday. Why we not go do them today? And that is the problem. Let us not set example. When a bad example, when you get picking and safe, when you set bad example, you know the papa or you know the mama, Trust me, you that bad example they get for up to the picking away they set them for. And that is very important for them. We're able to understand like today. Maybe today not to you do motive for them. You go say, oh, me not to APC support, me not to APC a day, me not care. But for the good of Sierra Leone, let we set good example then. Because tomorrow, then good example, then go move with country forward. And thank you very much. MACAULEY don't come back. I hope say that you loud and clear. We'll just be the round up and analyze by some of the talk that we don't talk about this evening. We have very important issues there. One other thing people family they ask is next week by the read and say they ever begin swearing, then cancel them, then chairperson, and then mayor them. What's your understanding in relation to that? Is it that the advice una mayor them, una chairperson, the council, and stick with the status quo, the policy or APC don't set, or not get any new updates in relation to that?
It is the same position. And the reason why the APC they maintain that position is this. We don't get one single MP we come on abo, but we get about 20,000 or odd votes inside Bo. Whilst inside Port Loco, SLPP gets just a little above 20,000 votes. They get, I believe, 4 seats there. So we they ask Connie, give we the polling station by polling station results, not only for the presidency, but for all the election results then. Because when you look at the representation as presently in the councils and in parliament, it is completely lopsided. It is statistically impossible for let SLPP go get 4 seats inside Port Loco. It is statistically impossible for make APC get 20,000 votes inside Bo and not get a single seat there. So we don't ask, say, give we the results polling station by polling station for MPs and councillors, and give we the formula and the breakdown we use for arrive at the proportional representation figures of 4 seats for SLPP inside Port Loco where they get almost 20.
Sorry, just quickly, for the mayor and the chairperson and the council of them, if the APC not send a young representative for go, what's the legal recourse where the SLPP government get for them? Can you appoint any administrators on their own or disregard them, or is there any legal standing going forward on that as well?
Look, I want for let we discard this issue of we and SLPP not get plaba. Now we and government institutions get plaba. That is ECSL, that is the Sierra Leone police, that is the Sierra Leone military. Now then we get issues with, because now then go one refuse for Giwi and account for the true account of the result, then police station by police station. Now the police and soldier go now with party office in the course of 5 or 6 days apart, kill 2 people them. Of course, the IG will tell you, say, no incidents not happen. But we get the autopsy result, which shows, say, that matron, we die in a party office. Now, as a result of gunshot wounds to his head. I'm going to show you one day, somebody go answer for that one day. There is no time limitation with criminality. That was cold-blooded murder. The person will give the command, the person will pull the trigger, one day, we'll get for answer to that one day. Then the family of that poor matron, we don't serve this country, will get justice and will
Okay, so you know,
yes.
I'm very much particular about security issues then. You know, whether it did not happen before or now, we just want for you later. Because when I find out, anything we get for do with the opposition, where the government had investigate, if it points directly to the opposition or any citizen where they feel say no, they in support of waiting that they do, instantly the police they come out to them findings that the charge go court, the court will find them guilty and then sentence them. For example, don't see several things that happen. But waiting the baffle a lot of people. And for example, I asked this question to different people and I ask them to you again. Before the election, one OSD officer by the name of BOYCOTT, they lost his life inside McKinney. Before that, the police then be arrested, I think 31 people in. They released them all. they arrest new sets of people, including police officers then. Because from we own analysis, what we will bring that day, and from what we see, it be very much impossible for let somebody when they say sniper and other things, then they and shoot that person inside motorcar. But from the police, they say we own source inside the police, the thing come out from behind the seat and he kill the man. So nobody know the way a stranger we will go inside that motorcar, the way the man has built as he be, and not able for take action, not fair. Nobody know anything past bullets or gunshot. So when we put that together, the police release the 31 and they arrest other people. And we include police officer. Well, we don't know if the bodyguard of the policeman now one of them because they're not able to tell you anything. But from them, we're not hearing anything. Say to this time, we're not hearing anything, just investigation, and nothing will come out of that day. And we been see how Maada will be vexed, even when they go beg the man. If they take, if they give statements, we see, I think the mic may get problem. Somebody go get a mic, he misbehave, he slap the mic na the person hand. And public for shows how it be vexed. But after that day, no investigation, we not hear it, no findings, we not hear it, no report, no nothing. So maybe una as the lawyer don't hear it, but we not hear it, una don't get any information about that?
I think the line is frozen again.
Okay, super inside.
Yes, again, a very, very good example you highlight too, because now the other big case, we're even going at the international world because they report on a BBC, so on and so forth. The idea is transparency, no day. And when transparency, no day, that means say accountability, no day. And when accountability, no day, that means say corruption is rife.
So,
yeah,
so you get me now?
Yes.
Yes. Two incidents and don't make and put we security forces, i.e. the police and the military, as laughing stock. One, during the aftermath of the killing of BOYCOTT, the alleged killing of BOYCOTT, we hear sources from the police openly, they talk about sniper shooting from a distance and all of that. But when we see photos of the scene, i.e. inside the vehicle, we see a spent shell lying just at the feet of the body of BOYCOTT. May his soul rest in peace. The question is, are the police telling us that when somebody shoots,
the shell they fall?
Now the shell, the trap will go and the bullet left, or now the bullet, the trap will go, the shell left. Again, after the unwarranted attack of the APC party office, we see a military man appear at the time like a big joker. They pick shell and are gone. They show journalists and observers say, look them. Now the shell they were where they shoot from the party office for Kanaya. I mean, so when they shoot inside party office, the shell not for down inside the party office. Now the shell they travel Canada, come for down na treat. Then the bullet, now they left inside and create bullet holes there inside the party office. I mean, this is a joke. Then people here they wear uniform, where they do them kind here. These are not professional men. These are jokers in police uniform and military uniform, and they should be ashamed of themselves. I think that tell you the reason why I always the talk say it is left with Sierra Leoneans them for accept injustice. It is left with Sierra Leoneans them for let we in this state or they so. Why I say so? Now Sierra Leoneans them, they in various institutions of trust in the country, take them from the judiciary, take them from the military, take them from the police. And let me take you back to Pakistan, where former Prime Minister Khan realized say the vote of no confidence with them propose na Parliament, it go lost him and they go remove her as Prime Minister. What he do? a rush and dissolve parliament. The parliamentarians, they go to court. They go to court and challenge the power of the prime minister for dissolve parliament at a time when there is already a motion on floor for votes on a vote of no confidence on the prime minister himself. The Supreme Court of Pakistan come out gallantly and say, no, Mr. Prime Minister, you get the power for dissolve parliament, but not when there is a motion on floor for test your popularity, whether or not you supposed to be prime minister, for continue to be prime minister. So the court reversed that particular decision there by Prime Minister Khan for dissolve parliament. And when they actually hold the vote of no confidence, he lost the vote of no confidence and he lost in premiership. This is how citizens stand up for say, we will not accept this from you, the politicians then. So if you're not Chief Justice, you're not a judge of the Supreme Court, do the right thing. If you're not Inspector General of Police, you get politician, you get some madman who occupy certain ministry. They tell you, say, go out and go do things where they against the values of the police. Say you know they do them. Let's sack you. Let's call the other commander. He said, say no they do them. By the time we all say we know they do them, they're not going to get the ability for sack the one whole police force. This is how civilians stand up to tyranny in countries that presume to be democracies. But unfortunately, in Sierra Leone, everybody feels say in access to public office, in sustenance na public office depend on politics. Again, the same Pakistan, I believe it was in 1997 when General Musharraf late overthrew. He sacked the Chief Justice. You know what happened? Anybody where he appoint or replace the Chief Justice, then they reject the appointment. Every lawyer, every judge reject the appointment, say the Supreme Court no vacant. There is somebody where they and the manner in which they pull out, not to the right manners, who believe say that office is not vacant. What happened? After 3-4 months, Musharraf quietly reinstate the Chief Justice where he be done sack. Now that kind way we ordinary people can stand up to tyranny of a government. Sierra Leone at every opportunity. Don't fail for take advantage of that. So they talk directly to people who hold public offices. Please, the sustenance of the country, the peace of the country, the development of the country, the sanctity of the country, they now in our hands. Do the right thing, una take una oath for do.
MACAULEY, quick one before Shemepier come back. We see after that election will be done, where the Qatar Center, some international observers body them say the election will be transparent. Where that means say and say this when they say maybe not transparent now, another for say the election is not free and fair. And we feel say what's our own relation with the international community vis-a-vis in terms of the demands that don't put forward, because if the MFA say the election not free and fair, you know, what's the MFA the way forward for make sure say make we get a credible way to set a precedent where tomorrow other person go say, well, if that maybe don't do that one day, what's make me say no go do them today?
Well, again, that will not lead us to any pathway good for the country. You want to tell me, say, because that government had lost election, it's everyone for lost election? Is that what you're telling me? Because governments lose elections because of reason. And the BO government lost the first rounds of the 2023 based on mere estimation, because Namibi, they are supervisor for the APC in the National or Regional Tally Center in Wellington. I saw the figures being inputted. I was there, we still a count, we still a tally when they announced the first blow of 60%. To the amazement of everyone that was there. Who said they pull the figures today? No one knows. But again, as they say, because it was done yesterday, no means for doing today. I mean, we cannot continue. We cannot continue. Just hold on for me. We cannot continue to do the same thing and expect different results. It is that is called madness. It's madness. Now, Chris Manomo, we expect say that boss bucket where he hold, he turn what I did today, enough flop. Tomorrow back, he can hold like turn what I did again, enough flop. He expects that what I did for that bucket did for flop with what I way boss. Now, Chris Manomo will do that one day. So likewise with politicians. Now only you way no get the country at heart. We use yesterday's event for justify today's wrong.
Okay, but what in the try for say is what's in the happen in our country, where all man they see, all Sierra Leoneans wherever they despite the political persuasion, is that the international and one of the most credible body when a Carter Center, where now all the election around the world, them nearly go there, observe them, and give a thorough assessment of waiting and see. Now they first come on and say that election not transparent. And what it means say transparency mean, that means they not get accountability. That means say, to me, it's corrupt when somebody says something not transparent. Because if they hide something, that means say something they do something not correct. Because sometimes for be black and white, you need to try for cover and nobody knows it black and white. To me, it means corruption. It's things corruption. So waiting as a political party, but not only political party, waiting on appeal out there to Sierra Leoneans in general, may they understand so waiting it happen. So we all as Sierra Leoneans get a role for play. For not allow them to happen in our country because they help the country going forward at all. Look at the stalemate where the country didn't say. Okay. What's on a message out there to Sierra Leoneans in relation to what
okay. We get a message for Sierra Leoneans there, but personally, I get a message for Mohamed Kone and in commissioners them. I am an expert in anti-corruption because my master's what I do. Now in anti-corruption, I have been an anti-corruption prosecutor for 6 years. I have been the head of anti-corruption in Sierra Leone for 2 years. And I'm very much vast in the Anti-Corruption Act of 2008 as amended. And we get what we call abuse of office and abuse of position. You know, it in 42 and 43 of the Anti-Corruption Act. An abuse of office, now where you take your office, you use your office for confer an advantage on another person. So ECSL, if they dishonestly change results for benefit one person at the detriment of another person, for realize say that particular section they apply to them. And at the time where ECSL, they announce the results by the Commissioner Mohamed Kone, that particular law they enforce in Sierra Leone. And I know say we not get statute of limitation in Sierra Leone when it comes to them kind of offenses then they. I know say go come and say, well, I get protection under the law, so nobody go control what they do. That is very much correct. But the law, they use the law as a shield against bad behavior. Go use the law as a shield against criminality. For change result, announce what for announce, not pure criminality that one day. It is as criminal as that person with him up na PZ and finger pocket, that person money na in pocket. You na political finger pocket, you finger pocket. That person na finger pocket, you finger pocket somebody money na in pocket. So I am reminding Kone and other staff na ECSL say we get laws in Sierra Leone where criminally they regulate their conduct as people presiding over our national elections. So for the people of Sierra Leone, I will talk to una say una continue for peacefully fight for una democracy, for peacefully defend una democracy. Because in the final analysis, when Sierra Leone wins, each and every one of us as Sierra Leoneans win. When we get an election body where we get confidence in, where we get a judiciary where we get confidence in, where we get a police and security force where we get trust in, Sierra Leone will be a paradise, but not a place where each and every one of we go later, you sleep, you wake in the morning with collard.
All right. Continue for the between side. We don't come to the end of the program due to time. And but I don't know. I may get one more issue I want to bring to you. As now recent information where the surface now the social media. Well, this is now from a newspaper where they call Night Watch newspaper, where say Bio drops out of ECOWAS. In other words, and try to say the negotiation for the Niger, then coup, and other arrangements then drop Sierra Leone because according to this newspaper and according to a tweet from Tinubu in Twitter, according to the newspaper, I quote, say then drop Tinubu has called it and drop Sierra Leone because it's not as legal as that of the Niger then the military leader, but this again go down to because before the elections alone get a space now the United Nations Security Council for maintain peace now the world, as ordinary member. So with the kind of election where we conclude June 24th, you think say we will get a moral high ground for actually they interfere or put more or they mediate and something like what happened in Niger?
So basically, it's a situation
of. Are you aware of this particular thing where this newspaper go on with?
Say what it?
Say you are aware of this particular thing where the newspaper they go out with. So Night Watch newspaper say Bio drops out of ECOWAS. In other words, for the negotiation in Niger. You are aware of that?
No, I'm not aware of that one day.
Okay, go ahead.
But if that is the case, then I believe it was advisedly done. Say before they go fit, I mean, I think before you can talk about outreach, you go sweep your house first. So basically, if that is what he did, I believe is the right thing. Okay. Say, I didn't go put more other person into Tio's business. We use there is question mark as to whether I clean or not clean.
Okay, all right. So anyway, that will be the last thing where we just want for you from. I still defend more about that particular thing there. So I'll rest my case for now and allow Bible and Superman for take the last part of the program.
Well, just like waiting, we can say we take with time for bring people in this family house. Of course, now the university when another lecturers there because we get university, you know, get for tight in the university, you get for allow any lecturer where you think say it can pass message way beneficial to the students them. What are the students them? What are the students them? Now, me and you where they suffer in the country, me and you where they don't see right now the country, me and you where they don't thief. We vote. When we vote for we country for make we feel say we need for enjoy the facilities them as Sierra Leoneans them. We now the students them. Yeah. So today we decide for bring you lawyer Adi MACAULEY for make himself can tell una thinks them way he gets idea on so you self the benefit inside that message day. Now he make you find out today say now he more take over the program more than we had and a Salon Live TV 1. And we continue for do them there, we continue for bring una people where they can talk to now for make we all learn because we know they ever big for land and we know they stop for land until we see we country who say we all want time before ever we get small blow small because we know they relax. It not go mean say if even Salon time like paradise today we for relax. Now more we for talk for make the one the way they do or we way they do we do more. So this is my last message for today. I hand over the ball to Superman.
Yes, thank you very much, Brother Babu and Brother Shebe Pierre. And family, they watch we in our thousands now, all the social media platforms, the YouTube, Facebook. One time, plenty as always. Till one time again, we special guest again, Adi MACAULEY from the APC party. Plenty, thank you because I believe so we don't learn plenty thing them where some of we they argue about na social media all the time, you know, say social media, all kind information, all kind experts they. So we tell MACAULEY plenty thing, and thank you for that. As we wrap up, we're going to give MACAULEY the last word again. I want to say to we all as Sierra Leoneans, Sierra Leone, me believe say for we move forward, we're going to be truthful to ourselves, we're going to be honest to ourselves. And one key word what they do all for the think about na Sierra Leone, where companies election transparency. Anything they do for me, they're in your open, anything they like hide. Not to start society business and you keep business, but we'll put it open, everybody they see them, everybody would able to build trust among we say because we all are one family. But how would we do that? If we not trust we say if honesty not there, if truthfulness not there. Look how we continue to go there like today. Look, election will take place where people they say Jaran, I think I can make one good example just now. The APC party get just over 20,000 votes na bo, then get zero representation in terms of members of parliament. Whilst SLPP na Poloko, then get just over 20,000, then get 4 members na Poloko district. You know, I mean, it's just some of the things that will happen at Sierra Leone at this June 24 election. I mean, it's laughable. We will internationally, people will look, we say, bo, then people are with the all effect for go before, then they get to regress, you know. And again, it's really sad. I believe so we Sierra Leoneans say, whatever we do for raise voice say, no, listen, we can no longer tolerate short behavior from institutions them. If any country, when the institutions them, not able to make things for move forward, I mean, it's just going to be really sad and unpalatable. And how we going to move forward? How can we move forward if we're able adjust that with institutions? So if we're able to make sure, say, the institutions also stand firm for the people of Sierra Leone. For we say, for we all. So before I go through, I mean, because it's just a very sad situation, I will get the final word or the last word to the MACAULEY for address we all vis-a-vis the status, the impasse right now in the country, and how he foresee or he envisage the whole situation going forward. Over to you, MACAULEY. MACAULEY, I think say the line not all and back. As I mean, we tell God take himself the line we allow we follow we operate without too many hiccups, as we always know. So they pay for your data, but you actually pay the money, but you need to get the service. But so I mean, to not go complain, we tell them thank you, because again, yeah. Over to you, MACAULEY. Even now, I think you be muted.
Yes, I get you that because I mean, they struggle with connection issues. Yeah, you know, saying in the season.
Yeah, yes,
so,
sir. While you get the last word now, we go say to family, what you envisage going forward with this political impasse now the country, you final word.
Well, this political impasse, now one way I go call an unnecessary political impasse, in the sense that if the people are way supposed to do the right thing, we not go there usai with this. So it is not yet too late. Connor, calm down, you high horse. Basically, and do what in the law say you for do. That is publish the result, nothing but the result. And that includes blow by blow, polling station by polling station result. I mean, you know, go say, wait, third time reach, you call student the ultimate. Say you fail, go so. The PK ask you, say, where me result? I know say I don't take test the first time, second time, and third time. So I want to see the all for see how I perform. For my able to determine whether or not, in fact, I fail, and if I fail, which I need for make improvement. You say, no, I need you. I don't tell you, don't fail. Who knows? I mean, this is fair. So I did talk to Connor. Like I say, assuming say you not care about Sierra Leone. Assuming say you not care about the ECSL we delete, then good name, you not care about that one day. But I sure say you care for yourself. You care for your good name. And if you care for yourself, you care for your good name. I believe say you go yield to the demand of not only Sierra Leoneans, but also with moral guarantors, the international community. The one them way go say, make UNASEF produce the results polling station by polling station. And again, I see President Bio don't commission a report we say for looking into what go wrong during the 2023 elections, and he choosing vice president when a beneficiary of the wrongs we take place 2023 election for lead that one day. I mean, it's breathtaking, and also I see people like religious leaders, everybody they scramble, say peace, no we talk. For me personally, I believe say they're not getting moral authority any longer for team up and preach peace in Sierra Leone, because they have abdicated their responsibility for ensure say they speak when it was necessary for make we not reach who say we reach so. So for me, if we are going to have dialogue on how ECSL
okay, they connected again.
Yes. But probably look like say Fambulem, this brilliant program they come to an end. Okay, I think again the same thing, and this brilliant program they come to an end, and as always, it's been a collaboration from Salon TV Live 1 and We Are TV. One on a plenty, okay. One on a plenty. Thank you. I think I will give the last word now to Brother Shengbe P. Over to you. Whilst we wait for Ade MACAULEY.
You don't go back.
He's back.
I'm back.
Yes, he's back. You're over. Yes, I will conclude Ade MACAULEY.
So as I say, we get various religious bodies and other organizations now the country where they clamor for say one peace, one for preside over a peace dialogue. I mean, say no there at war, we are at peace. What we know they at peace with is the truth. And I believe say then people are really come forward now for be the drivers of this truth, peace endeavor, not get the moral standing for do so. The people that we want for the drivers of this peace initiative on the truth, not get the moral standing for do so, because they fail for talk when it is necessary for talk, when they be the kill people there. I mean, the Peace Commission initiate a dialogue forum for the APC and ECSL a week to the election for let we go resolve we misunderstanding. We go there, we spend 2 days, nothing came out of it because there wasn't the sincerity on the part of ECSL. They be just go there for buy time. That was the game. So for me, each and every Sierra Leonean organization forget about leading a peace endeavors. For me, we now outside interlocutors, we need for come and lead this peace for the truth. We don't get physical. I mean, what are they trying to say is this? We get peace now, say, we will not get peace with. Now the truth. And now that truth now we need for come out. And we don't need Peace Commission for do that one day for we. We don't need interreligious council or any other person for that. Because at the time with them for talk, they refuse for talk. Not till now you can't talk. I mean, for me, I speak for myself. I don't think I'll be comfortable sitting in a peace for the truth, a dialogue with any one of the players here. It's time we get independent people from outside of the country for council down and be arbiters of this dialogue for see how ECSL will do the right thing. Because this piece what they talk about, not to for say, well, they don't go do now for be. It's no longer the case. Waiting the APC ready for Sudan and talk about. Not about now for be now. No for Sudan and talk about Now about how we will get ECSL and other government institutions there for do the right thing. And that is what peace means for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Ladi MACAULEY. As always, I mean, we appreciate you greatly, Salone TV Live 1 and We Are TV. And Famulem, as always, me they tell now, thank you plenty. And over to you, Brother Shengbe for closing down, I think.
All right, so one for tell, thank you. So Fatima Conte, we do actually produce this particular program. We'll get solid quality program today. And thank you very much to the one who host today, the guest, we're lawyer Adi MACAULEY, Esquire. We join me inside the program. Thanks to all. We don't subscribe, we don't like, we don't share, and we don't left on a comment. No, appreciate no all. One for say very sorry today. We know they take calls then because of the time and other factors then. But please, we apologize for that and say we will try to do that next time. But until then, Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter, God bless you, country Sierra Leone, where we call We Are. Don't forget for joining me in the morning inside the program Congress as we the host different guests there for look at the different front page of the newspaper. Until then, thank you very much, Lea MACAULEY. Thanks for everybody.
Thank you once again to Madam Fatima and the lawyer. We
thank you very much
for come give the lectures inside the university. Until then, we will continue this kind of program for we good people then. So we all the benefits, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I always tell you as still they go in the country. The bad and the ugly don't overcome the good. So when we continue for prayer, we will believe God. We believe the other areas them that we do, which we believe for make we will get to country back as Usai we want and Tata until tomorrow. I love you now.
Thank you. God bless you all.